and the rugby's about to be played. Strap yourselves in for the next 80 minutes because we are underway. Round 2, Women's Elite Rugby. This one.
You know, we're sitting a little bit warmer here in the press box, but it is 38 degrees. Rain has held off right now, but the conditions are definitely going to play into this game as we take a look at the first scrum.
Absolutely. We had some collegiate sevens here earlier. Rain was pouring. The good thing about these turf surfaces is that the rain doesn't hold in them, so hopefully we see some sparkling play and an attacking opportunity for the Banshees. Cowdrey takes the line on and beats one. Armitage looking for support runners, finds Cheddar Ember down the right flank. 22 for the Banshees is the Banshees' chance. Ring out in the background. Here comes Yasia Dunn. Dunn past the right edge. Dunn, is this the first try? You bet it is. The Boston crowd.
Help on the outside, able to hit that gap, get around KJ Johnson. That is not an easy feat. So easy.
That one. Another good set-piece opportunity here for the Boston Banshees. This one just tipped off the hand of Crow.
They are ready to go.
One player that will certainly be ready to go is Serena Liu. Live wire last week against the Chicago Tempest as the hit broken more flat.
I should say. And that front row was so powerful. Nice and easy for Armitage to get that ball out.
There goes Schweitzer, backdoor play and carries of the number 10, Brogan Meyer. Meyer carries herself towards the 22 here for the Gemini. Look at Emma Santosuoso down the left edge, trying to break the tackle there of the number 14.
Yeah, very interesting. Wonder if that pass is going to go out the back from Meyer. We'll see what they end up doing.
Goes Lou. That backdoor play was on, but it's a little bit messy, and KJ Johnson, as she does so often.
That's the first thing you got to defend here.
There goes Dunn. Off the back of the scrum, it's messy, and they carry, put the fend out on number 7, Emily Mack.
Experienced set of forwards here. Let's see what they do.
There goes carry on as they shape 5 metres out. They get the strong push on, and the Gemini do a good job just to halt that initial inches short of the line here for Boston. The crowd start to get in behind them. Dunn once again. The line beckoning. Try time, Banshees. Boston are in for this one. I think it's Shelby Vaughn.
Take a look at this. We got some good go forward before that. Through Dunn, through Benson. And again, just the meters that you can get. When you're that close to the try line, there's no way that the Bans, I think on paper, they've got the edge versus the Gemini pack. As we see this kick go.
Ferridge, backdoor play, Henrich. Cronish, they whip it to the left. Space here for Boston. Vance, already one try. Had an overlap, but the punt. Yeah, the other side of the field gave them great reward, and they set up here again through Carry On, the first receiver off the maul, and the Banshees drive this one forward. Here goes Stathopoulos. Short pass, beautiful purple post pads. The Banshees range towards them. Strong carry, inches short, and they're over the line for the try. Just like that, try number 3 for the Banshees and try number 2.
All the way back with the forwards on the other side of the field, getting the good go forward. Backs were able to stretch it. You get the penalty. Now the forwards just doing what they love to do best right outside of the try line. Pick and go. The more you are, the more you can get past the defense there. And Dunn just winning that battle. Straight up into the Gemini defense so that they can set up a platform to try to get that ball out wide. But of course, you know, we'll see what they actually end up doing.
Well, this could be the mastermind of Bree Kim, and
it'll be Gemini with the throw.
In the hands of Emily Yalusuo as they find the back of the line out. Emerson Allen, that one bobbled on
making her return back east. University of Hartford grad in this cold, but Dunn off to another start.
Dunn off the back of the scrum, and Armitage
over the gain line, get those positive meters, make the defense work backwards. Gemini has got to meet them at the point of contact and drive them back.
However, not for long, as space here for the Banshees on the right edge. Cheddar Ember. Ember down the right wing. Is this the first try of her career in Banshees colours? You bet it is. Cheddar Ember.
that, but it all goes back to the defense of the Banshees here, putting on the pressure, being able to get that pass, that ball away from all the chaos. If you can get the ball away quicker in the transition time, that is where teams are most vulnerable. And they were able to get that ball to
Amber strikes this one and just dings the left
weak side wing, also looking to try to insert an attack as Lou gets the put in.
Abby Jacobs, so wonderful.
It's amazing, right? I mean, you finish off a full day of sevens, you're tired and, you know, you're a little bit hungry, I'm sure, but you come out here and you get to see some of your friends playing in this game. I mean, and some more.
There go the Banshees. Armitage feeds it into the scrum. It's done. Bit of assistance here for Armitage as they fire it back. Here goes Harkavy, the bridge pass, and it's been plucked off by... They try and set the platform once again. Carry on. Goes in for halfback. Here goes Henrich. Henrich puts the fend on. Henrich takes contact on and bumps off one. Still going in Henrich. The offload to Cowdrey. Cowdrey. Could she go all the way? Beats 1-2. Cronish on the support. The lock. Jenny Cronish. This is sublime from the Banshees, and the try has been given. One of the great WE tries already.
I'm struggling through, but take a look back here. Henrich looks like she's going to pass, but stays with it, hits that gap, knows there's pressure, but is there support coming through? Cowdrey, again, has been sensational tonight thus far. Isn't able to fill it, but look at that beautiful offload from the deck. And Cronish there just finishing it off, having to still wrestle currently, but just a lot of good competition there done, again, coming off the scrum.
8-9 pick to Armitage, who carries herself and beats 1. 2 tackles does Nat Armitage.
Blowing kisses to some of the Harvard squad on the sideline there, but it looks like that is going to take us to halftime.
Certainly is indeed. What a first half for the home team, the Boston Banshees. 29 points to 0 as they get
underway for the second half.
40 more minutes of high-octane women's elite rugby action to come, and it will be Sam Black of the Gemini to get things back underway. Let's see how those halftime discussions went, and can the Gemini get themselves back into this game? Bree Kim.
Look, 29-0 looks tough after the first half, but there have been far crazier things that have happened in sport as the Gemini get on territory, a good position to put some defensive pressure on.
There goes Emily Yolosuo, the number 2 for the Gemini. Set piece been a little bit of an issue for the Twin Cities. This one gets the rub of the green, and we play on here. Cowdrey had a dangerous first half, and she breaks 1. Beats 2, almost. Cowdrey gets wrapped up in the tackle, and the offload just
hit touch. That means that you will get the ball back. That is the advantage that you have.
Here goes the Twin Cities. This one picked off, though, by Jenny Cronish. It's to play the snapback play. Stathopoulos to Cowdrey. Cowdrey explodes through the gap to Santasuoso. Santasuoso still going. Once again for the Banshees. Stathopoulos to Dunn. Dunn beats 1, and Dunn explodes through the gap for try number 3.
Then it went to Isaacs, then it went to Benson, all of whom got at least 5-6 meters on the carry, and then Dunn. Those subs come in as we go back to a nice little shot there of the scrum. You can see how the Gemini backs are set up. Can they sustain this pressure here?
Lou gets this one out clean. Looks for KJ Johnson, who gets the ball in her hands finally and bumps number 21, Joanna Marisi. Enters the field of play as Caspar Gel. Twin Cities Gemini. This one taken down cleanly here by Tonya O'Neill. And will come back for...
Takes the field.
Yeah, out of Brown University. One of head coach Kit Ruiz's products.
An extremely tall Banshees line out too. That just makes it all the tougher there as Banshees get this ball cleanly from the line out. Bargel does well to keep the ball in hand. We'll go back a few meters.
Stathopoulos.
One of the opposites, Kaylin Hampton. Haven't said her name too much tonight. As we go for another line out, ball hits the deck. fill in the big shoes. And so those, I think that next month is going to be really pivotal to see who can finish out on top the rest of the season.
One of those players could definitely well be Yasia Dunn with her performance and confidence into next week's games, which we'll talk about very soon. Bree Kim, number 21, Marisi, feeds it into the scrum. Strong shove by Boston again, but off the back here for Jacobs. Back to
see, there's a nice little cheeky diving pass from Marese there too. They will keep the ball.
Yellow Suo. There goes. We also have a bit more of a license to try those things as well. As this time the line out is goal with the Boston Banshees. Stathopoulos feeds Cronish. They set up for the maul as Boston march towards the try line. At the back here for Stathopoulos. Can they get over? You see this back line of the Banshees ready to launch once again. Good scrum here from both teams as Jacobs pops off the back once more for the Twin Cities. Done that a number of times tonight.
Dig deep and pull out here in these remaining minutes.
Still lots on the line for both teams. Stathopoulos. Marese. They play down the left edge. But a space here for the Gemini. This is the first break of the game we've seen from them. Here it is with number 22, Lynn Klyer. Klyer still going. Sensational run from the number 22. The Gemini pile in. Marese, quick ball. Allen. There's absolute numbers to the right here for the Gemini. Can they get it there? One pass will do it. And they are in for the try. It is Clausen who goes in. Fantastic work.
But just out of nowhere, the fight and the resilience here. It starts all the way back in their defensive 22. You talk about individual brilliance. Megan Onen taking on 3-4 Banshees players. That is not easy. A little shove off and just got to keep it going, hoping that the support is there in time. But fighting it off finally gets brought down. And the Banshees are scrambling, running 80 meters back. And so able to connect the Gemini. That's a fantastic moment of this match.
Yeah, Sierra Coulson. The finish list. Here goes Maya. Maya gets it back inside for the number one, Olivia Leatherman, the captain. Great run from the number one. Leatherman still going. Marese has been fantastic off the bench, the number 16 for the Gemini. It's Natalia Bauer as they power forward through Leatherman, who started the initial play, and the captain gets to finish it off. The Twin Cities Gemini go.
It is a full 80 minutes, just like you said. And here we see just fighting it out, taking it to the strong side here at the end of a nice passage.
Maya strikes this one and just shaves it away to the right, so it will remain 36 points to 10. Yellow Suo. This one to the back and taken cleanly, but tough for Marese to collect.
If they can get up there and put their hand up in the standings, as we get a good shot of the sisters here, the Leathermans. Love that. Their parents must be so proud. Minute here of this match. Boston looking to keep the ball in hand and go out on their own terms. We'll see what happens here with Bargel on the put.
Bargel, as you mentioned, gets the short pass. Magician Johnson. And we've got a knock on. And that is all we have time for here in Quincy, Massachusetts. The home crowd. 20